Hey there, YouTube. It's week 3, so you know what that means. I have a lot to update you on, and so let's get straight into it. So, day 1, I drew skulls as usual. I drew on the top, it's, human skulls. But the second line is cat skulls. The third line is female skulls. And the last line is wolf skulls. It looks like a crocodile, but it's a wolf. And I also drew some faces and experimented with drawing hair. It's a work in progress. And more skulls. You're going to notice a pattern here because it's a lot of the same thing. I'm trying to get better at doing basically the same thing over and over again until I get better at it. It's called essentially iterative drawing, but with references. So I drew a lot of skulls. I drew the wolf skull from the front angle too. You can see there in the corner. Drew more faces. Still got some stretched face-itis, but it's not as bad as it used to be, so I'll just keep working on it. And I wasn't able to finish my skulls for the day. I didn't manage my time the best, and I took too long on each skull, but I was able to sketch some, and it was fun. They didn't turn out the best, but it's just getting those creative ideas out there, And that's what those sketches were, and they were fun. Even tried sketching a cat skull right there. And so on day 4, I finished my skulls from the previous day. And I did a lot of them, as you can see, so that's great. And the hair, I think, is getting better. It's nowhere near the extent of skill and knowledge that I want to have, but it's looking a little bit better than it used to, so I like that. And I drew a lot more skulls on day 5. I cut out the wolf skulls. I don't think they're necessary. I'm focusing mainly on human skulls and cat skulls, 'cause that's what I want to draw. So, yeah. And my iterative faces are getting a little bit closer to my imagination, but they still need work, but it is what it is, so I'll just keep at it. Day 6, I drew more skulls, sketched more stuff. I like the sketching a lot, but my head proportions are awful from the 3D view, so I'm just going to work on learning the 3D view this coming week, and my sketches should hopefully improve, because I like sketching a lot. It's actually fun. I don't have that much fun with any drawing except for sketching. The sketching's actually fun. And day 7, this is the key turning point, I think. It's the end of the week, but it is the turning point because I drew more skulls, but I tried to reduce my chicken scratch sketching and make more confident lines. So you should be able to see a difference here. There's less of that scratchy surface to the skulls. I tried to draw them in smooth strokes and not go over my lines as best I could. And I also was more attentive. At first, I felt like if I did that, I'd be going too quickly. And it is faster than the chicken scratch sketchy style. But I've become more attentive, and my skull's starting to look a little bit more consistent. Yes, I make mistakes with the proportions a lot, but still. Especially the one that's from the side view. It's really hard for me to get those proportions right. Anyway. But I sketched some more faces and stuff later. And I kind of like how they turned out. But got some stretched face-itis, of course. Got a little bit of proportions I need to get correctly. But whatever. It is what it is. It's not too bad. So I'll just work on my 3D face view and I'll improve those sketches. And that's going to be great once I can get those improvements in. So what I learned this week is I need to use more confident strokes in drawing from references. I also learned that I shouldn't focus too much on small details, and instead I should focus on getting proportions correct. Also, I learned that getting proportions correct early prevents mistakes from happening later. So when I'm drawing the skull, if I just draw 2 pieces like an eye and a forehead, it's better to get the proportions correct right there and then draw the rest of the skull and realize the eye and the forehead have bad proportions. Essentially, that's going to ruin everything. And I don't erase whenever I draw these skulls. I always draw them without erasing. So I have to basically get the proportions right the first time. This is supposed to help me become a speedy drawer. I want to become an art speed artist. I want to move at the speed of art speed, which is as fast as I want to, essentially. And I want to create art really quickly. I'm not someone, I've seen a lot of advice online for people who are just like, take it slow, draw 15 minutes a day, chill out, it's fine, Just if you don't like what you're doing, just don't do it. Blah blah blah. But these are people who just or they say they improved a lot at drawing by doing this or doing that. But these are people, from what I can see, who just spend hours drawing the same picture. Like from what I've seen, I've read posts on DeviantArt or other art websites where people talk about how long they take for each picture. And these people who draw like anime girls or something, they're spending like 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, on a drawing, or maybe 4 hours, 5 hours on a drawing. It's like, that's not okay for me. I need to be speedy. I need to be fast. Speed is key. And I'm going to be a quick artist. So I need to be more confident with my strokes. No chicken scratch. I'm not going to just chicken scratch and then try to trace over it like a baby, right? I'm going to be bold, right? I'm going to be confident. And I'm going to just swoosh my head. It's like, make those circles swoosh, swoosh, and the ears and all that kind of stuff. Just one swoosh. That's how I become a skilled artist. I'll become even better than people like Mark Brunette. Okay, that's like a huge goal. I understand, but I've seen him not completely swooshing all the time. I mean, he swooshes a lot, but he doesn't swoosh all the time. And if I could swoosh more than him, I can become faster. And to me, faster is better if I could be faster and accurate, because I need to be a comic artist. So I need to be fast. So I'm going to work on my swooshing. I'm going to work on my confident strokes. I'm going to work on my knowledge of the 3D view of the head. And I learned a lot this week. I didn't use my time the best, and even today I woke up a little bit later. I need to work on my sleep. I didn't put that in there. I need to work on my sleep. But I'll apply everything I learned to the next week's drawing grind, and I'm going to get better. So I basically changed up my strategy. I'm going to draw skulls for 50 days, and then switch to drawing animals for 50 days, then human faces. I'll update this later. I don't have much time to make YouTube videos, so that's why these are short and not the best edited and all that kind of stuff. But later, I'll make better YouTube videos. For now, I'm going to focus on my art. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.